Based on my group discussion, we have decided to pick the article from Islamic Issuance, a potential savior amid struggling markets. This article is about the world stock markets are in chaos. Developing countries are struggling. The US dollar's rise is exacerbating the crisis, and China's poor performance is driving Asia to the verge. What choices are accessible to corporate players seeking efficient finance sources as capital widens? During these trying times, Lauren McCautry thinks that the Islamic market may provide a beneficial opportunity. Let's see the details in the next slide.
Analysis. IMF and S&P have found that business bankruptcies in developing nations are expected to rise, and that Gulf banks would suffer more credit loss. First point for analysis is market wars. How to handle it is had to lower the income in the coming quarters. Next for analysis is corporate crunch. How to handle it is diversity financing sources, create debt capital markets, and delay the erosions of the asset positions.
The third point of analysis is potential problems. Decrease in global equity markets has also impacted GCC stock markets, which are influenced by geopolitical situations and the reduction in oil prices, in addition to the broader world economic outlook. The fourth one is Islamic finance to the rescue. As a result of the stock market upheaval and economic headwinds, money is once again rushing to fixed income markets, with global bond rate reaching an 8-month low. And the last point is positive prospects, which is the increased expectation of corporate and sovereign issuance was supposed to propel positive results for the Islamic market.
Next, for discussion, the global economy has been plagued by challenges since the start of the financial crisis. Government and central bank have used a variety of strategies to help economies recover. Measures of this nature have had varying degrees of success and failure. In response to economic hardship, government in many industrialized countries implemented a series of austerity measures by lowering public expenditure budget in the process.
Based on the article, the author mentioned about Islamic finance in the rescue. In Islamic finance, there is Sukuk, which is one of the fast-growing financial area. Sukuk is an Islamic financial certificate, comparable to a bond in Western banking, that adheres with Sharia law, which is Islamic religious law. Because the standard Western interest, paying bond structure is not permitted. A Sukuk issuer simply sell a certificate to an investor group and then use the proceeds to purchase an asset in which the investor group has a direct partial ownership interest. In addition, the issuer must make a legal agreement to buy back the bond at par value at later date.
That is a recommendation. Firstly, liquidity of Islamic bonds. A Sukuk is an Islamic financial certificate similar to a bond in Western finance that complies with Islamic regular law, commonly known as Sharia. Second, undivided share of ownership. Fast forward to current times, and Sukuk are used by Islamic corporations and state-run organizations alike around the globe, taking up an increasing share of the global fixed income markets. Third, determining an optimal market share in terms of profit and sale volume, but also market share. Most organizations are not taking and planning. They regard the increase in market share as the key to long-term profitability.
The world's financial markets are in upheaval. Developing countries are facing economic issues. The US dollar's rise is exacerbating the argument, and China's poor performance is driving Asia to the verge. Lauren McCautry suggests that the Islamic market could offer alternative way, which is to the corporate players who is seeking efficient funding avenues. Next, according to the IMF, Islamic banking can contribute to improve global financial stability and stronger global growth. 48% of new Sukuk added to the Dow Jones Sukuk Index last year came from M&A issuers. Thus, by purchasing Sukuk, they will be able to access to the capital markets, risk reduction opportunities, and potential tax relief on capital.